Hello YouTube. So I'm making tamales. I'm going to show you an easy recipe that I learned from scratch. Very easy. Or you can go to your local store and buy your masa already made. But with COVID and everything, they stopped really selling it, and it's hard to find if they did sell it. So I'm going to show you an easy recipe. You want to start off with a half a cup of lard. Just like this. That's a half a cup. And I throw it in my stand mixer, and I've been mixing it for about 20 minutes, and as you can see, let's kill that for a minute. As you can see, the color is completely different. The fluff is completely different. That's what you're looking for. It's exactly what you want. Now understand, I'm just showing you how to make the masa for your tamale. I'm not showing you how to make the filling or anything. That's going to have to be a different video. But anyways, yesterday, I made my filling, and so I took out about 4 cups reserved broth. You know, you got to reserve that broth so you can season it up. In here, I got chili powder, garlic powder. Rough figure, about half a teaspoon of chili. No, about a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of onion powder, black pepper. I also got some beef broth, beef bouillon. I put some chili flakes because we like them a little bit spicier. So, I mean, it's totally up to you. But you want to, instead of adding water to my masa, I like to add the broth or the stock to the beef that cooked yesterday. Cute. So I went ahead and I reserved that, mixed it up really well with all my seasonings. What you're going to need is about 3 cups of masa, about a tablespoon of baking powder, and about a half a cup of lard. And we'll eyeball it. We'll start off with 2 cups of the broth on reserve, or it could take 3 or 4. We don't know. You want to see it when it's a perfect consistency. So we don't know how much it usually takes. It depends on the masa, and it depends on how much of one or the other you're going to use. So let's see how it goes, okay? So it's really simple. It's really easy. This was something I was always afraid to do myself. I never ever thought I'd get myself to make my own tamales. When it's easier to buy them, they're just as delicious. But let me tell you, I kid you not, when you learn the process of making your own tamales, they become a hit, a family #1 hit. I got family everywhere asking, when are you going to make the tamales? Oh my God, please, I've been craving the tamales. Like, this is no joke. Everywhere. Yeah, thank you, baby. Everywhere I go, I get asked for these tamales by friends, by family. So, I do it with a smile now. I'm not afraid. As like, once you do them, you are not afraid. And they're so delicious. They become a hit. And your husband, your kids, your family, whoever has some of them will always ask you about making them more. And I love that.
Mama, look at this.
Yes, thank you. I got my little boy here showing me all kinds of little things he bought. Okay, here. So, let's get going here. I got my lard here nice and whipped. I'm going to pull this up. And just for a minute, I'm going to release this down. We're going to get all this out as best we can. I don't know where's my spatula, so I'll have to find that in a second. Okay, so we released that. Oh, and don't mind the beeping. That's my rice done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to scrape some of that from the sides, like so. And, if you don't, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I don't know if I'm way over my head of myself or not. But if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. You can do it yourself with your own hands. It's just whip it up as best you can. I promise you, you're not going to mess up. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pour in the masa. I'm going to pour in my baking powder. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I added my masa. I added 6 cups. And to that I added a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. And I just got in here with my hands. My hands are clean. I washed them. And I just started mixing this. Now, what this reminds me of is when you see like biscuit recipes And you see, like, you add to your all-purpose flour, you add either cold butter or lard or shortening to make that good dough. So this is what I did. I added, back to my tamal, I added my 5 cups of masa, and I added half a cup of lard, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. Of course, you can add however much lard you want. You could skip it. It's totally up to you, okay? This is just what worked for me last time, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and put in the different bar because we're not whipping no more. We just want to get this incorporated. Send me a lot of love and likes. This is my first video doing this. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but I'm going to do it with all my heart because I want to show this recipe to y'all. Okay? So, now I'm going to start pouring in my mix. Oh goodness, it smells delicious. Oh yeah. Look at that. So we're going to pour in half of it. And we're going to start, make sure we're locked down. Yeah, we're locked down. And we're going to start it on slow. Oh, yeah, look at that. Now, the best thing about this is when I first started, I was very nervous. And I said, oh my God, it's going to be too watery. It's too thick. I don't know what kind of consistency. What am I looking for? Guys, you just have to play with it, okay? If you add too much liquid, add more masa. If it's too dry, add more liquid. If you run out of this liquid, add a little water, add a little broth. It's okay. But what I'm doing right now and why this looks so spiced up is because you don't want plain masa. The plain masa is never good, okay? Well, my preference. I like it spiced. I like it flavored. I love it when it's this nice red color. So you see this bell, how it's getting a little harder to mix now? That's telling me that it's good masa. So check out that it's having a little, it looks like a dough ball forming, you know? And that's good masa. Yes, that is good masa. Yes, that's what we want to see. Oh yeah. That is good masa. Okay. Now, I'm going to pause it because I might want to add a little bit more liquid. I'm just going to go add some water in here, swished around and pour it in there because I want all that flavor. You see that? That has got the chili in there, the onion, the everything blended and well incorporated. Look at that masa. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's going to be so good. Okay, so it's been mixing for a while. Oh, I should have not done it that hard down there. All right, it's been mixing for a while, and I just want to come in here. My hands are clean. I want to show you how this should look. All right, you see that? It's not too wet. It's not too dry. It's spreadable, so you want it like a paste. Do you see that? So I can go as thick as I want it or as thin as I want it. Do you see that? That is perfect. Okay. Now, I may say it's ready by just spreading it, but we're going to do the water trick. So, bear with me a minute. I'm going to get my water. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. I'm going to take my tamale mix, and there's my glass of water. I'm going to drop it down, and guys, I hope that it floats. Are you ready? Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Come on. All right, that's not going to work. All right, we need more mixing, guys. I'll be back. Okay, so we'll try it again. So I guess the best way to check the masa is if it floats. So we're going to try it again. Last time we tried, it wasn't mixed enough. So let's see. Yay! Okay, we did it. It is mixed properly. Let's see again. Yes. All right. So, this is just how you want it to look, guys. This is some beautiful masa. I tried it. I tasted it. You know, it's not good raw, but I mean, I tasted it for enough salt and I tasted it enough for flavor, and it is perfect. So we're going to go ahead and just give this another test. I want to make sure we're good, and we are. We are good. Okay. All right. So this is always a good sign when it floats to the top. It means it is well mixed and ready to go. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And if you liked it and while you mix your masa, it's always good to soak your corn husk. They're usually pretty dirty, and not only that, you want them to be soaked because when you buy them, they're dry. So when you soak them, they become, enough to where you can bend them, fold them, and they won't crack. They won't, freak out. So, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you made this masa. It's the easiest recipe. I kid you not. It's delicious. And from my family to yours, happy holidays. Keep safe and God bless y'all.